everyone, welcome to Wise Wednesdays. I'm Cheryl and I'm a catalyst for twin flame healing and ascension, healing the divine feminine heart, one twin flame at a time. We're carrying on with our theme this week and we have a meditation that's connected to it, and our theme is all about thinking someone's your twin flame and then meeting someone else that makes you question the term you would give to the first person. So you meet someone and you go, oh, well, I feel really strongly for you and now I don't care about the other person anymore. So was that person my twin? What does that mean for the new person I'm with? Are they soulmate? And all this stuff. And as I say that, I feel like this anxiety in my body, and I'm sure that's how you're feeling as well. So we're going to really drop the labels. And this is going to be a meditation of surrendering those labels. Basically, what you need to know is this. Twin flame terminology can be really dangerous in the wrong hands. I know the term used to make me really spin out initially after I'd met my twin. I hadn't heard the term before that. And I'm glad that I didn't. And for me, it really took me a lot of time to accept that that's what was happening, because it seemed really big and overwhelming. But after a process of really putting everything through my own filter, I came to an acceptance. It's a little bit like the 5 stages of grief, and I reached that final stage of acceptance and knew that this person is my twin, and no matter what, that's what the situation is. I'm really glad I didn't know the term before I met this person, because I hear from, not really people that are attracted to my content, but I hear of people who say things like, oh, I want to meet my twin flame, and they're out searching for it. Now, anytime you're searching for something outside of yourself, it's always going to bring you grief and pain. Always, always, always. And what's interesting is when you're doing that, it's coming from a place of wounding, right? It's not coming from a place of being highly enlightened and spiritual and wanting to find this divine partner. It's not coming from a place of, oh, I'm curious. No, you're not. You're wounded, right? There's wounding there. And thank God I didn't know what the term was, because I probably would have done this too. But there's wounding there. And so you're thinking this magical lover person is going to poof, make everything great for you. Now, interestingly enough, that does happen, but not without a lot of blood, sweat and tears, right? And it's you that does the healing. But people think this person's going to swoop in and save you, and that's just not the fucking deal at all. That person will abandon you. If you have abandonment wounds, they'll abandon you so you can heal it. Now, here's where it gets really dangerous too, because people hear that and they go, oh, great, so here's this person that's going to come along and treat me like shit so I can heal my stuff, and they're the only twin flame I have, and this is a special divine partnership, so I'm going to stay in this bullshit relationship with this person that's treating me badly because they're my twin flame. No, they're not. In that situation, this is not your twin. So we need to be really responsible. I'm very responsible in the way that I teach this. Not everyone's a twin. And here's the thing. If you think this person is going to save you, if you think this person is going to complete you, that's coming from a wound, and that is the exact wound that your twin is going to mirror back to you. They're not the mirror though, they're the ones holding the mirror to you. So you can see yourself and you can see your reflection and you go, holy fuck, I'm really codependent. Or, wow, I'm needy, that's not good. Or, I fall apart when they leave, right? And so when you see that, you heal that. And the healing part is what's really tough, because there's this purging process that happens. And we're not just healing our shit from this lifetime, we're healing shit from many lifetimes, thousands of lifetimes. We're healing ancestral lineage. I'm feeling really called to talk more about ancestral stuff and the matriarchal line. And it's been coming up a lot from a lot of the people in various circles of mind. So I probably will talk about that more. But we're talking about healing thousands of years of karma. Like, this is not a fucking walk in the park. And so for those of you, and I don't really think these kinds of people are in my audience, but maybe you're quiet and I don't know. But if you're one of those people who's like, where's my twin flame? Where are they? You're going to get smacked down if you are a twin flame, because they're going to trigger the shit out of you. And I hear of people who, they might be a genuine twin flame and I'm picking up twin flame energy from them, but they're stuck in this loop of, oh my God, this person's treating me like shit and he's a jerk and it's his fault and it's his loss. You're not doing the work if you're in that loop. Like they're putting the mirror on you, so you're taking the mirror, turning it back to them and go, no, look at you. No, look at you. Look at yourself and heal your own stuff. And when you do that, let me tell you, on the other side is something really, really beautiful. I don't like the term unconditional love. I've likened it to polishing a turd. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will link that video down below. But the goal of the twin flame journey is not unconditional love. It's love without attachment. It's love without attachment to the outcome, attachment to the person, and attachment to the label, right? That's the goal of the twin flame journey. And that's why we are dropping the labels today. When you're ready, allow your eyes to close. Allow your eyelids to touch and rest there. I'm going to take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, sigh out any tension. 2 more breaths here. Deep breath in. And sigh it out. Final 1. Deep breath in. And sigh out everything you've been carrying. Beautiful. Breathe normally now. I'm going to start by really grounding our energy. The energy's been very intense and hectic of late. I've felt it, and I'm sure you have too. Just go ahead and send that grounding cord down from the base of your spine, down through your seat, through the floor, through the foundations of the building that you're in, breaking through the earth now, the grass, the soil, the stones and all the sediment, going down hundreds of feet down into the earth, going down several miles into the earth and reaching that center, and really connecting with the center of the earth. You're now grounded. Just notice how that feels. Now we're opening up the crown at the top of our heads. Imagine a huge funnel of light, of purple light opening up through the top of your heads. And as you do so, you're letting light in from the cosmos, coming in through the top of your head, through your foreheads, through your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, your tongue, your lips, the back of your head, down your neck, down your shoulders and your arms and into your hands and your fingertips. This beautiful cosmic force now going down your upper back, into the midpoint and down into your lower back. Notice how that sensation feels as that light now travels down the front of your chest and over your abdomen. It's now into your hips and your thighs and your hamstrings, down through your knees, down through your calves and your shins, your ankles, the tops of your feet, the soles of your feet, and out through the tips of all your toes. We are now connected above. Now I want you to really breathe through your heart now. So imagine you're breathing through the center of your chest. In and out. In and out. Breath in and out. And as you exhale for the last time there, breathe normally. And notice as you see a path before you. We've seen this path before. It's that country lane again, do you remember it? See this beautiful country lane, and we see that there's trees lining either side of this country lane. There's no one around, but you feel perfectly safe and at home here. You can see that some of the leaves are starting to turn now, that there's a change in the seasons. Yeah, it feels a little cool. And there's some sun peeking through the clouds, and you hear the birds singing. And you start to remember your feet now and take steps forward along this beautiful, beautiful country lane. This place reminds you of something out of an old book, an old novel, but you feel perfectly present here. And next you see a cottage ahead of you on the left, and you see a white gate. And even if you've never been here before, it does feel very familiar to you. And if you have been here before with us, then you know exactly where we're going. You open up that white gate and close it behind you. You make your way up the steps, around the winding path that goes around the house, around the back of the house, and expanding into a beautiful garden. It's like an English country orchard, beautiful oak trees everywhere. You can hear music. Notice what that music sounds like. Are there words with a message for you? Or is it music from a bygone era? What kind of time period is that music from? And do you know why that you're hearing it? Have you heard it before? In front of you, you see a table, which is so peculiar in this garden, but yet you know why it's here. And on the table, there are 3 envelopes. There's terminology in these envelopes. And we're going to look at that now. Really neutral, looking at these words and letting them pass through us. We open up the first envelope and you notice how crisp the envelope is, and it's this beautiful gold colour sparkling in the sunlight that's trickling through the clouds on this beautiful cool autumn day. You open up the envelope and you see the term. It's been handwritten by ink with a feather quill. Has an old world feel to it. And this term says twin flame. Notice any sensations that come up in your body. Place that term directly in front of the envelope on the table. Now go to the next envelope and open that up. And in that same beautiful old world calligraphy, you see the term soulmates. And you look at it. Notice any feelings that come up. And again, place that piece of paper directly above the envelope on the table. And now the final envelope. Pick it up, turn it over, open it and pull out this piece of paper. In that same beautiful writing, you see the term karmic partner. Notice any sensations in your body, thoughts, feelings, words, images. And again, place that paper directly above the envelope on the table. Notice how sturdy this table is. It's made of beautiful, strong oak. Handcrafted, beautiful. You notice now that there's a bonfire burning at the back of the garden. You pick up these envelopes and these pieces of paper and you start walking towards the bonfire. As we walk towards the bonfire, we hear the crackling of the fire in the woods. Feel that beautiful, reassuring warmth. And we look and we see flickers of gold already in the flames, beautiful and divine. And we're going to release these labels by throwing them in the bonfire when we're ready. But before we do, look again at those labels. Notice what it brings up for you. Now think of any other labels you may have heard that may have been causing you distress. Divine partner, soul catalyst, divine lover, counterpart, beloved. Any of these terms that have been causing you distress, just overlay those words visually onto the paper you already have, knowing that that energy of those terms is imprinted on the paper we're about to burn. And before we do this beautiful ceremonial release, I'm going to leave you for a couple moments here with the fire to say anything you want to say to the words, to the flames, just out loud to yourself in your mind's ear about these terms and about your intention with releasing them. And we're going to do that now. Saying your final words now. Just pause and take a moment if you need a little bit more time. And now I want you to look into those flames, remembering your intention. And take those terms one by one and put them into the flames, burning the first one, burning the second one, and burning the third one, and throwing the envelopes on top too. And the fire crackles and burns and sparkles, and you see all this beautiful energy going up into the cosmos. And it explodes like a firework, but ever so gently, and it rains down on you this beautiful golden light, these beautiful sparkles. And you feel something come over you. Clarity. What is it you know now for sure? Know too that we haven't released a person here, and any love you've had for any of these people is still there if you choose for it to be there. It doesn't downplay any connections or any pain or distress that you felt. We honour what you went through, but now you're free. You've surrendered those labels. And now you know your lesson, and you know what it is you need to do next to take care of you. You may feel called to teach on this. You may feel called to write and create art around this, and do whatever you're called to do after we've come out of this beautiful place. Notice how you feel now that you've released the attachment to those labels. How does that feel in your body? How does that feel in your mind? How does it feel in your heart center? And how does that resonate deep down in your soul? Knowing that you only take on board what resonates for you. You now see that a beautiful chair has been placed in front of that oak table, which now resembles more of a desk. And there is a beautiful pot of ink and a feather quill in there for you, and some beautiful parchment paper. And there's a beautiful angel standing beside the desk. It's Archangel Gabriel, inviting you over to sit down in this beautiful, safe, supportive seat and sit at this desk. And you accept. Archangel Gabriel pulls out the chair for you. You sit down and Gabriel pushes that chair in for you, placing her hands on your shoulders. as you write. You're writing your new story now. It may be short and very succinct. It might be longer, and if you need longer here, then just pause and take more time. When you've transcribed what is being sent through you, what you feel through those hands and your shoulders, it's beautiful angelic protection. So look at that note now and see what's on it. What does it say? More importantly, what does it mean for you? You turn and you thank Archangel Gabriel, and she releases her hands from your shoulders, steps back and places her hands in prayer. You bow and honor her. Thank you. Thank you for working with me. We're going to leave this beautiful garden now. Know you can come back anytime you need to. And we turn and we go around that garden path, around the house, reaching the front of the house now. Down those steps, down through that beautiful white gate which you open and close behind you. We're back on the country lane now, and you walk towards this beautiful purple flame. And you walk through this flame, and any tension at all that's remaining is burnt from you. And you're free. Now we're going to close out the funnel at the top of our head. Command that root to come back into our body from the center of the earth. Know that you are always connected above and grounded below. Wiggle your toes to me and your fingertips. Squeeze your eyelids together. And when you're ready, open your eyes. How are you feeling after that? That was really powerful and empowering, and I didn't know we were going to go back to the cottage today. We went to the cottage many meditations ago. I can't remember which one it is now, but it was a meditation when we saw our twin there. And it's a really beautiful space, so I mentally went back to that space. If you've been there too, maybe you went back there as well. I hope that served you. If you'd like more meditations like this, of course, do subscribe. You'll be sent an email notification every Wednesday when these videos go up. It's always 12 noon on Wednesday, so come on over and check it out. If you want to find me on all the socials, my handles are at Cheryl J. Muir on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and my website is cherylmuir.com. The details of how to work with me are always on my website. We also have a deal this week, which is 2 for 200, 2 sessions for £200. One session is usually £150, so that's a really good deal. It's running all throughout September, and there are 5 places left, and the deal will end once those 5 places are taken, or when the end of September expires, whichever one occurs sooner. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this served you. It's really powerful for me as well, and I'm sending you infinite love, and I will see you next week.